Hello fellow mateys, thanks for tuning in. Today I decided to take a quick little trip up to Mount Baldy to capture any and all things interesting. For this shoot, I'll be using the Nikon D300, along with the Nikon 70-210mm with the constant f4, and the Nikon 12-24mm DX, two lenses perfect for some landscape imagery. This here seemed like a nice area to start at. Looking back towards the direction I traveled offered this wonderful view of the winding road along the mountainous terrain. So let's set this shot up. I'll be using an aperture of f8 as I do for most of my shots. Let's take the shot. And we have a nice layering with the trees on the bottom third, the winding road in the middle, and the distant peak on the top third, all combining to give a great sense of depth. Journeying down to this creek nearby, the sounds of the stream were rich and peaceful, so what I'm going to do is dip the music and let nature be the soundtrack for these next few shots. For this scene, I threw on the wide lens. Stopping down to f22 allowed me to get a slower shutter speed closer to 1 second, which will give the water a nice motion blur. An easy technique that yields great results. Same concept applied here. Really liked these rocks resting on top of the log. Let's take the shot. And there we have it. In Lightroom, I moved the clarity slider to the right, increased the saturation, and added a subtle vignette, which helps place emphasis on the center of the frame. While going up these switchbacks, I stopped at a spot which gave a wonderful view of the road's sharp turns. Let's take the picture. And what really does it for me is the sunny slope in the distance contrasted against the shaded foreground. Very nice. Here I'm doing a vertical composition with the telephoto lens to get some nice compression. And all the elements are balanced nicely. Driving up a little further gave way to this beautiful view. Really liked this tree against the backdrop, so let's take the shot. And silhouetted trees always make for a great image. Behind me stood this mighty pine tree, but what really caught my eye was this portion of its trunk. So to fill the frame, I chose to shoot it vertically. And I think this shot proves that the detail shots of a subject might be more interesting than the subject as a whole. The trees were definitely my favorite subject up here, and for this tree I decided to throw on the wide lens and journey down to its base to get an upshot, which I knew would render it as a silhouette against the sky. And there we have it, my favorite shot of the day. And that for me is the perfect note to end the journey on. Thank you so much for joining me today. Every day is another chance to capture something special, so get out as much as you can. Hope this helped showcase the D300 as being more than capable for landscape imagery. More shoots to come, so stay tuned, and I'll see you around. Take care.